everybody, it's Doug here, getting ready for our next and probably final episode, perhaps, of Tiny Epic Defenders, using the Dark Wars expansion as well as the campaign in the Dark Wars game. So we're going to get right into it. I'm not going to waste a lot of time. Hopefully you've been watching along and you know where we're at. We're kind of at the end of it, so wouldn't be a good time to pick it up. If you want to see what's happening, go on back to the beginning and start again. One of the lovely things, one of the amazing things about YouTube is these are posted forever, so you can go back and watch it at any time. But let's get started, because we are into, like I said, probably the final rounds of the game. All of our caravans are safely tucked away in the city. We've gotten all the refugees back. However, the city is aflame, and we have some areas, some regions that are in trouble. First off, the forest has already toppled and been brought down. The ruins are close to falling. The plains, the desert, the mountains, and the coast are all in not great shape right now. So we've got to hustle this turn. Hopefully we get the chance to do it before a lot of bad things happen. So let's get started. Okay, we've got our deck here. We're going to draw our first card. Oh, the sirens are going to come out immediately into the coast, and we can't do anything about them. Now here's the problem with the sirens, is their ability is going to take effect, and we're going to lose 3 experience points for each of those people. So they come out here. That means that the coast goes up one more time. That's not good. And our heroes are going to lose 3 experience points. That puts them in a not as good a position. And there we go. So they've lost their experience points to the sirens. We can't defend the region against them. And they now wander on off after doing their damage to the discard pile. Let's see what comes up next. Okay, next we get to go with Terex. Terex is in the ruins already, so I think what he will do, he's not hurt too badly. We're going to secure the ruins once, then he will move, take a second action and move out of there, secure the mountains once for his third and final action. He's got 4 actions now because we have a destroyed region. If you look at the card, it says gain 3 or 4 actions if you have a destroyed region. So he has 1 more action left. I think we're going to take him and move him to the coast right there, because if the sea monster comes out, I don't want to push him back into the ruins to have him lose another hit point. Okay, that was his turn. Well, he can recover that hit point, but it requires an experience and an action, but he doesn't have any experience right now because he took the hit from the sirens. Anyway, let's go with the next one. So we're going to look at the desert and the mountains. Well, that kind of stinks. So the desert is going to go up 1, as are the mountains, and I think we're about to lose, guys. I really do think so. Let's see what we get. The harpies. Okay, so the harpies go into the mountains. We cannot defend against them, and all of the regions that would be at 0 would go up, but that doesn't matter. However, it does mean that the mountains are destroyed. Now the harpies go away for a while because that card now takes the place of the ruin card, and that region is destroyed. So we can no longer use the manticore, and we can only defend it, but any more hits go to the city. We're in trouble. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, we're going to the now the forest and the coast. So, well, here's the good news. We can defend using Terex at the coast and defend both of these regions, because if we take a hit in the forest, our city is destroyed. So we're going to discard that. Terex is going to use his maneuverability to defend. He's now exhausted to defend against both regions. That does give him an experience point, which he desperately needs. But that's it. That's all that happens right there. Yuck, I don't think we can stave this off. Let's see. So this is going to be the Watchers. Okay, so they're going to go into the desert. That means we have destroyed the desert. However, I'm going to leave them there as a reminder that for this turn, we can't defend against them. Now, we haven't done any more damage to the city yet, but if we take another hit to these locations, we will. Let's see what we get. So the mountains. Guys, I think that's it. This is going to be a pretty short episode, isn't it? So the mountains and the plains. Well, we can defend in the plains with... mountains happen first. Okay, we can't do that, so the city takes another point of damage. We are done. The city has fallen to ruin. We did not get to fight the ultimate end villain. So, man, that was pretty rough, guys. We got some bad draws right there. If we just had more of the players come out first, what would have been next? Let's see. The Wraiths and the... See, that wouldn't have been so bad. And then the blue player... So Gamelin and then all defenders. See, man, we were just a couple cards away from being able to do some good stuff. But that's it. So once the city has fallen, that I believe immediately marks the end of the game. Let me just double check. Yeah, attacking the capital city. Let's see, once the... yeah, we're done. That's it, guys. The defending the city has been destroyed. So, yeah, it cannot be restored. We have lost our game. Defeat. The players lose the game if the capital city is destroyed, its threat reaching the destruction level, which has happened. So that kind of sucks. But it was a good game, man. Good effort. We really tried. Terex, Gamelin, and Harpier are going to flee out into the wilderness and try and escape because they got all the nice innocent people trapped in the city that was destroyed. And so they're probably hated by all the rabble. But one thing I did say we were going to do if we didn't survive was take a look at our epic foe and see what it would have done. Oh, the ghost ship. Okay, so that would have gone into the coast. It has quite a bit of hit points. Now, what's different in the game is, now some of them, I don't see any on this one, but some of them allow you to get on it and do things. This one has some markers. So when we pass these thresholds, this effect happens. On this effect, discard the top card of the turn deck. Okay. Well, when a defender enters the ghost ship region, discard the top card of the turn deck. At the end of the round, the capital city increases by 1. So, man, we would have been screwed with this anyway. The ghost ship certainly would have done us in. But anyway, guys, that is tiny, I always do that, Tiny Epic Defenders. You know, we did have a couple other prospective heroes that we did not play with. We had Uvela, Kiri, and Umtak, which we didn't play with. And plus, you know, just talking about it, there are so many more heroes to play in this game. I mean, we got this Methusiel, the Undead Revenant, Gurmund, a Dwarf Cleric. Probably could have used that guy. Etheriana, a Elf Sorceress. Auric, a Centaur Druid, which some of these are from the base game, you might know him. Laoshom, an Elf Commander. Grendel, the Polarkin Armor. Oh, that would have been fun to play. A big polar bear guy. Manto Deo, an Insectoid Scion. The Sullied, the Human Necromancer. Lilith, the Human Paladin. Delphos, the Lionkin Charioteer. Naira, the Dark Elf Ranger. I'm not going to get into all their abilities. Brutus, the Goblin Assassin. Kugelfar, the Merfolk Oracle. Weaver, the Dryad Conjurer. Dink, the Gnome Tinkerer. Erzu, the Lizard Folk Warrior, and Randall, the Halfling Bard. Those are all the heroes that are currently in the game if you have the base, the new 2nd edition base set and the expansion, which we had. But anyway, guys, that's going to mark the end of the series. There's so many things that we could have done, but we didn't get to do them. Also, there are, you remember, there's cards for each of these regions, both a good and a bad side to each of them. So one of the ones that I think are cool are like these barbarians. So they come out hostile. The barbarians come out first, and they cause you a lot of problems. But then you get mercenaries, and the mercenaries can help you. And there's some tokens for these guys, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. There's something for them anyway. It says if the planes are at level 0, shuffle 1 soldier card. Yeah, it's a special card into the turn deck, and then we get to use those guys, those mercenary soldiers, by spending an action and putting them in the deck when they help defend our regions. Where the barbarians do kind of the opposite of that. Anyway, so you can see there's a lot of cool stuff that goes into the game now. Lots and lots. And so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that gave you a good amount of insight into what you can expect from the game and what the gameplay looks like now. Plus, don't forget, there's more generals. We only fought 2 of them, so there's several more. I'm not going to I'll let you be surprised by them. So there's several more generals. There's tons more dire enemies now than there used to be. I mean, this is the deck of dire enemies. I mean, lordy, there's a bunch of them, and there's more. Of course, there's more artifacts, more skills, all that good stuff, and more epic foes, which I'll leave for you to discover as you play Tiny Epic Defenders. So tell me what you think, guys. I really dig this. I want to play with some other people right now and see how we do. I think this is really good. Now, I rolled the dice for the caravans, but normally you just randomize them and pick them up and see what's on the bottom. I just thought it was easier to do that way. But I think you got the notion of it. So Guys, thanks so much. I appreciate it. By the way, just show you the barbarian and the soldier cards. Here they are. Just so you see that. So when they're soldiers, all defenders gain 2 actions to spend collectively. It's pretty good. And then you get barbarians attack these regions. So they help in a couple of different ways, but not today. So guys, that is the end of our playthrough. Man, the heroes put up a good fight, but in the end they just got overwhelmed, which is actually what happens a lot in this game. So that's the way that it goes. I will see you in the next series, guys. In the meantime, take care. Please be well, and I got something I want to show you guys really soon. I'll probably do that tomorrow or tonight even. I'm not sure. We'll see. But we're going to end it here. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And remember that we were playing the campaign. Normally you just play 1 full round, right? So you just have the Great Battle single game mode or the Dark Wars campaign, and we played the campaign mode, which I thought was cool. So I hope you enjoyed it. All right, guys, take care. I will see you in the next series. Enjoy.